Hello, Williamson County. I'm Kerri Hudson, and welcome to It's About You, an informational program about the classes, activities, and special events of the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department. For several weeks now, we've been highlighting our upcoming summer programs, camps, and special events. And while there are many summer programs that are getting ready to start, there are still other year-round ongoing activities that the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department orchestrates. There are various athletic leagues, fitness classes, cultural arts and general programming classes, and senior activities that take place at our facilities across the county throughout the year. And today we're going to be spending a little bit of time with our Senior and Therapeutics Administrator, Traci Hamby, talking about our seniors program. Our seniors program has really changed over the past year, and we've seen a lot of great growth within this group of individuals. We're going to be talking about some new classes, expanding programs, and other things that our senior population can look forward to. Traci, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me. We always look forward to getting the word out about all of our fun programs, so it's a treat.
Well, we love having you come into the studio to talk about the different programs that you orchestrate for the department. But here lately, within the past year, there has been a tremendous amount of growth with our senior programming and the number of senior individuals that are utilizing our facilities and the types of activities and events that we offer.
You're right. Particularly on the fitness side of things, too, we are finding that the folks coming into our buildings, they want fitness. Anything from aqua fitness to land-based classes like Zumba Gold and yoga. That's what we have, a very active senior community in Williamson County.
There have been definitely a lot of trends that have marked this uptick in senior programming over the past year. I think some of that is probably due to some of the new reimbursable programs that the department has launched within the past year.
Right.
We've been working with Healthways and their Silver Sneakers program for several months now, and have a really great dedicated group of people who are Silver Sneaker members who utilize our facility now for their health and wellness benefits through Healthways. And then just recently, we've tripled the amount of reimbursement programs that we've added, and we've added in the American
Specialty Health.
Thank you. American Specialty Health's Silver and Fit, as well as Healthways Prime.
Right.
Talk to us a little bit about these programs and the incentives that are out there for people who are eligible through these programs.
Well, sure. So like Kerri said, we've got 3 different reimbursables that we offer currently. And it's as easy as calling your insurance provider to see if you have that benefit included in with your health insurance. Healthways is the one who runs Silver Sneakers, and so for that amenity, if you have that as an option with your insurance, you can come into our buildings, any of our buildings. You can use the amenities such as the pool, the wellness center, you can come play basketball, but then 2 classes are also included in with that benefit, and we offer a lot of different classes just for seniors, or for some folks that maybe are kind of in between. They don't necessarily want a senior specific class, maybe they want one just open up for adults. That would be an option for them as well too. And then the same thing would be true for the Healthways Prime as well as the American Specialty Health Silver and Fit, all of the same types of amenities that you can use with that benefit. So it's a win-win situation if you already have it with your insurance.
Yes, absolutely. And a lovely way just to get more physical activity into your life.
Right.
As we're seeing this kind of surge of it's so funny when we classify these people as seniors, because for our programs, we start senior incentives and senior programs at age 55.
Right.
And a lot of times these people, they don't look a whole lot different than we do.
No, no.
It's not that
and
typical look.
And they're not quite ready to get involved with the potluck and bingos and the day trip excursions, things like that. There needs to be something kind of in between, and that's where this can help with that.
Exactly. But it's like you said, it's like, a slightly younger senior population who is really just looking at, staying active, keeping range of motion and balance and strength in their bodies to help them as they age gracefully into the next chapter of their lives.
Right.
And as that level of patron has come into our facilities, your staff has done a wonderful job meeting their needs, expanding on programs that we had in place for years, but really growing them and seeing an amazing turnout for some of these programs, and the level of people that are involved, that love it, that schedule their day around when these classes take place and when they can get to the rec center for their workout, their yoga class, all that kind of stuff.
And we're trying to coordinate a variety of different times, because there are some seniors that are coming into our facilities that maybe they do still work, they're not retired yet, or maybe they've scaled down the amount of work, maybe it's more part-time, but they don't necessarily have the flexibility to always come to a 1 o'clock class. So we try to be mindful of that and offer classes at all different times.
Well, let's just break down some of these great senior fitness classes that you guys are offering right now. And probably the easiest thing to do is to start by facility and just run through the classes that are available at different locations across Williamson County. We'll start with the Franklin Recreation Complex. It's kind of the mothership of senior programming. It's where your office is and some of your staff there. But that's where senior fitness classes started with Williamson County Parks and Recreation, and was one of the first locations to really start expanding on the senior fitness program. So let's do a rundown of the classes that you have in Franklin. We'll start off with one of the traditional favorites. It used to be called Aqua Motion. That's what some people might still remember it as. It was rebranded a little over a year ago with all of our Aqua Fitness classes. It's now called Aqua Stretch and Move.
And so that's something that works on everything from range of motion and flexibility, but it is geared towards those folks that maybe they've had a hip replacement, maybe they have arthritis. So that type of
rehabilitation.
Yes, is definitely very much, our instructors are mindful of that. And so the exercises are catered towards that type of individual that maybe has those issues. So it's typically in the shallow pool. Heather Atkinson is our instructor for that, and people love her. They love her. They love her classes. We're fortunate that she actually teaches more than one for us, but she is a very caring person, and she's able to take an exercise and kind of adapt it and modify it to suit anybody's needs.
And which is always a great thing to have in an instructor when they're willing to work with the individuals in their programs so that the individuals get the best possible experience that they can have for themselves.
And I would say out of all the Aqua Fitness classes that we offer, this is probably one of the more lower impact classes.
And this one meets Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 8:15 to 9 a.m. at the indoor pool at the Franklin Recreation Complex. There's also a newer water-based program called Power Up.
Yes, we've got some other classes too that might utilize the shallow end as well as the deep end, and you will find that the intensity will be a little bit more so than what used to be Aqua Motion. So everything from using the weighted free weights that we have available in our pool area, but again, Heather teaches that class as well too, and so she's able to modify it and make it as intense or not as intense, depending on the person's needs.
That class is offered a couple of different times throughout the week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 9 to 10 a.m. and Mondays and Thursdays from 6 to 7 p.m., giving that varying class variation there. It's also offered on Tuesdays from 5 to 6 p.m., so a lot of opportunity for people to get involved in water-based classes. We'll skip on down to the next water-based class, which is Move.
And I think that one's the most intense. It utilizes more of the deep end of the water. So you're really having to get a full body workout to keep up with the fact that you're not necessarily grounded on the pool floor, but then they're also incorporating the weights and other resistance tools to be able to give you a great workout.
Exactly. That one's Tuesdays and Thursdays from 10:15 to 11:15. Now we'll move on to the land-based classes. Land-based senior fitness, in my mind, started with power tools. Is that right?
Yes, yes. It is our most established class that we offered at the Franklin Rec Center, and this class has been going on since the late 1990s. Nancy Reeves is our instructor, and they have a ball. They have a ball. She typically will change up the structure of the class. Mondays will be the same type of routine. Wednesdays is always step day, and then Fridays is always something different too. So she always changes up the choreography. She changes up the type of exercise just to make sure you're getting an overall great workout.
When your body's not developing that muscle memory and you're doing different types of activities.
And she's very knowledgeable. She's able to tell you things that you need to be mindful of, how you take your breaths, what your pulse rate should be, everything. So she's very much mindful of the whole person. And the class is also offered 3 days a week, 2 to 3, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So they have the best time ever.
A lot of fun. Nancy also does a program called Training Wheels.
She does. This is a spin class, and so it's something that we offered a couple of years ago. We recently just extended the class from a half hour to 45 minutes, and it's intense. It's intense. You will get a fantastic workout doing the spin. That seems to be, there's certain classes that tend to be a little bit more trendy, if you will, and this one is still in the trendy phase, I think. But it's an intense workout, and she does a great job with it.
It meets on Tuesdays and Thursdays at the Franklin Rec Center as well, from
10:30 to 11:15.
To 11:15. For the dancers out there, we have a great Zumba Gold program.
Yes, we just started this back in April. Our instructor, her name is Sarah, and she does a wonderful job. She teaches regular Zumba classes for us as well too, but she is one where it's a very fast-paced class, but she's able to break it down to make it as intense or less intense as you want it to be. But she's good to really say, hey, here's the step. She'll walk the participants through the choreography. They might do a couple test runs before they build up to where they're able to go at a great rate.
And then, and that class meets on Tuesdays in the afternoon.
3:15 to 4, yes.
And then another water-based program that we forgot to mention earlier is Rise and Shine.
And that's something that meets just on Saturday mornings. And so we offer a variety, I feel like I'm repeating myself, a variety of different classes that can be as intense or less intense as you want it to be. And this is another class that's just like that. But for those early morning folks that maybe they can't come Monday through Friday, they have a Saturday option too.
So it's all across the board. And then also, are the Silver Sneaker classes still in Franklin?
Yes.
Silver Sneakers Yoga and the Classics.
So we offer something every day of the week, Silver Sneakers related. So these are classes that are branded specifically for Silver Sneaker members, though non-members can also participate in the classes as well too. Both of these programs are a little bit more low impact. They do utilize chairs for stability if needed. The classic class is more working on strength, so there's components involving medicine balls, resistance bands, things like that, where on the yoga side of it, it's more working on stretches and different poses and things like that. Nancy Reeves teaches the Silver Sneaker Classic class for us Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 1 to 1:45, and then Leslie Roberts is our yoga instructor, and she's teaching those classes Tuesdays and Thursdays, 12:30 to 1:30.
And that's just the senior fitness classes at one facility.
I know. We're across the county.
It really is. I mean, that's just kind of what we've been talking about, just the growth of this program. It's been so amazing to watch, and just it's kind of filled itself out. The Longview Recreation Center at Spring Hill also has a very active senior population. The senior yoga classes alone are just so inspiring to see the numbers of people involved in this program.
And that is a program where we started this class back in the fall, and her numbers, Leslie Roberts also teaches that class for me. Her numbers continue to grow and grow, where she consistently has 30 to 40 seniors in each class. So much that they were demanding additional classes, so we now offer yoga twice a week, Mondays and Wednesdays from 12:30 to 1:30, and we've picked up on Fridays a senior yoga, but there's a stretch component to it too, so it's senior yoga and stretch, also from 12:30 to 1:30. And Leslie's great to where she will also modify the poses to cater to individuals, what their needs might be.
Right. And I know with that class too, she's really great. Like, some of the individuals are doing all chair-based yoga, some are on the floor with mats. And so again, like you said, she caters the class to make it the best it can be for those particular individuals.
To where they're getting the most for their workout.
Right. We still have a lot of senior fitness classes to talk about, as well as some ongoing programs that you have set up for this summer, but we need to take a quick break.
Sure.
Y'all stay tuned. When we come back, we'll be talking about more senior programs with the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department. Welcome back to It's About You. We're talking today about senior programs. And before the break, we were discussing the variety of senior fitness classes that the department now offers. And we've really just skimmed the surface. There are still very extensive senior fitness programs at the Longview Recreation Center at Spring Hill and the Williamson County Recreation Complex at Nolensville as well. There are some duplicate programs. But there are some programs that are site-specific to a few of these locations as well. And something that I think is important to touch on before we get into some more of these classes is how intentional that is with your staff, where you're providing more opportunity for people around the county to participate in a variety of different programs. And maybe some of them are at the rec center right up the street from you. Some of them might be a little bit further away, but they're all open for your, for you to participate in.
Yeah. So if you find that you're in Brentwood or the Nolensville side of town and you want to pick up a class at Nolensville, I think what you said too nailed it on the head. Is we want some classes to be specific to each location. We want to draw people in, but then too, we've found that a lot of folks like the same type of classes, so we want to make sure we offer something at each facility too. And that way, if you are in another part of town, you want to utilize a yoga class, you can have that for you at Franklin, at Nolensville, or even Longview.
It travels with you.
It does travel with you. Just the instructor changes.
Yeah, exactly. Well, let's talk a little bit more about the senior programs at the Longview Recreation Center. We talked a little bit about Leslie Roberts' senior yoga class that meets there Mondays and Wednesdays from 12:30 to 1:30, and how that expanded into the senior yoga and stretch program that meets Fridays from 12:30 to 1:30. There is also a great water-based program there as well that offers a power-up class and a rise and shine class, just like at the Franklin
both
Center.
Comparable, yes.
Both comparable. The Power Up class in Spring Hill is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 10 to 10:30. And Rise and Shine is also a Saturday class at Longview from 8:15 to 9:15. There are some other unique water-based classes, though, at the Longview Recreation Center. And they have one called Aqua Dynamite.
And that's one that's more intense. So it's going to give you the...
I thought so.
The heart. Dynamite might have tipped you off. But it's going to be one of those that it's not lower impact. It's going to get you that full intense workout, burn the calories, but still giving you that range of motion and flexibility too. So they offer that more intense. And then too, they also offer the Aqua Stretch and Move, which is another duplicate class from Franklin. So
wonderful opportunities there. The Aqua Dynamite is a Monday, Wednesday, Friday class from 8:30 to 9:30. The Aqua Stretch and Move is Tuesday, Thursday from 10 to 11. And there are also some other great programs. There's an Aqua Kick class that's on the schedule now that meets Tuesdays and Thursdays from 8:30 to 9:30. And then some other great land-based classes. They have a really unique program there called Aerobic Fit.
So that's more cardio-based, dance fitness, if you will. So they're working on, there's choreographed moves, it's to music, but it's giving you that movement, but still helping you work on that independence and being flexible and giving you all kinds of resistance and this, and that. So it's more dance-based compared to the yoga classes that we have to offer.
That class is on Tuesday and Thursday from 12:30 to 1:30. And like you can tell, it's every day of the week, mornings and afternoons, hopefully something that can mesh well with various individual schedules throughout the week.
Well, and you'll find too that some folks might like to take advantage of both Aqua Fitness and land-based, but then we definitely have some seniors that Aqua Fitness is the only thing they're interested in. Or on the other side of it, maybe it's just land-based classes. So trying to find times for both types of fitness has really been a good key for us.
In Nolensville, you have another well-established yoga group there too.
They love their yoga there. We actually offer the class 4 days a week. So Mondays and Wednesdays we offer it from 11 to 12, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays is 10:30 to 11:30. We have two instructors, Julie Smith and Karen Dunn, and those folks there love yoga. It is similar to what we offer at our Longview facility, more in the aspect, it's not a silver sneakers class, it's just senior yoga, and they do utilize chairs as needed for stability. So Karen's able and Julie are able to adapt the class depending on if you need that chair for support, or if you do want to get down onto the floor to be able to do the poses. There's flexibility there as well too.
Just to see the sizes of the classes. I know y'all moved it into the largest space that can accommodate it, or the largest classroom that can accommodate it at the Nolensville Center, because that's how many people are interested in the program. And they're so passionate about it. You know, they schedule their doctor's appointments or other activities in their day around their yoga. They have found such a benefit in being involved in the class and participating in the practice that they don't want to miss it.
No, and you're right. There are some folks that have come into this situation where they maybe started yoga brand new. They've never taken a class like that before, and continued involvement with the class, coming class after class after class. They're reaping in the health benefit. They're noticing they're not in as much pain. Or maybe there are other health concerns that maybe aren't as bad now that they're having a more healthy lifestyle.
Yep. Works wonders.
Yes, it does.
Even the little things. Senior yoga at the Nolensville Recreation Center is Monday from 11 to 12, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 10:30 to 11:30.
And then Wednesdays is going back to 11 to 12 too. We've had a recent time change.
Great. There's also a great Zumba Gold program in Nolensville too.
So comparable to what we offer at Franklin, this is a Latin-inspired class. We offer it Mondays and Fridays from 10:50 to 11:50. Heather Dabbs is our instructor, and she puts the class to a certain type of choreography. The music is upbeat and fun, and you're really burning off all those calories. So very, very, not intense, but probably one of our more intense senior classes that we offer at that facility.
And then you've added a couple of new senior fitness classes fairly recently to the lineup in Nolensville as well, starting with Senior Circuit.
Senior Circuit is relatively new. We're starting this program. We started it in April, and that's doing more circuit training. So they're going to be going from exercise to exercise to exercise, and it's going to work on strengthening those muscles and working with resistance. And this is something we're very excited about. We've not offered a senior circuit class before, so this has been very exciting for us.
Yay, new territory.
I know.
It's going to start out meeting Thursdays from 10:50 to 11:50.
Right.
There's also a fairly new program called Senior Sculpt.
So Senior Sculpt is another Saturday-based class that we're offering at Nolensville, and that's going to work more on toning. The class has the component to be a chair-based class if you need to be or not, and our instructor works with a lot of different free weights, resistant bands, and really working on giving you that good core muscle strength.
Wonderful. Saturday mornings from 10:50 to 11:50. All these classes, our senior fitness programs, are open to the public. There's not a registration process for them. For the two Silver Sneaker specific classes that we have in Franklin, they're open to non-Silver Sneaker members as long as space is available in the classroom. But the rest of the classes are open to the general public. No registration is required, but there are fees for taking these classes. And so we'll talk a little bit about how people pay for senior fitness classes.
Yes, so you have walk-in fees. There are different passes that you can take advantage of. The walk-in fee, this would be considered a premium rate, so this will get you access to the class as well as amenity use, and it would be $4 per class. But if you wanted to explore, we also have yearly passes available that are premium, where it would be all-inclusive, or a month-to-month pass. And so that's what a lot of our seniors have been taking advantage of.
Exactly. Those monthly passes are as low as $30. Annual passes are available as well, that give you more options. And then, of course, all of the reimbursable programs, the Silver Sneakers, Silver and Fit, and Healthways Prime, they give individuals access to these fitness classes as well.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Something for everybody.
Well, while fitness is very important, and you do have a lot of fitness classes to talk about, there are still some of those recreational and social-based programs that you offer as well. Going into the summer, you don't typically offer as many as you do the other 3 seasons of the year, as your staff is more heavily involved in the operation of Camp Will. But there are still lots of opportunities for seniors to get together, to socialize, to have fun. We've only got about 5 more minutes, but we do want to run through these programs real quick. We'll start with your monthly potluck and bingo socials and how you're expanding that program now.
We are. So we offer this program once a month at all of our facilities, or few of our facilities, I guess I should say. And it's a situation where we have folks come in. It's a great way to socialize. It's a great way to make friends. We do a potluck lunch. We typically provide the entree and the drinks, and then we ask our participants to bring either a side dish or a dessert to share. We do that for about an hour, and then the last part of the program is where we play potluck, or I'm sorry, bingo for prizes. So everything from mixed nuts to coffee to other fun prizes that people can try to win. We are expanding this program to our Fairview location, so we currently offer potluck at Franklin, we offer it at Longview, we offer it at Nolensville, and then we're expanding it to the Fairview community as well too. So we are hoping to get a great response with that, and that gives us some more senior options for those folks that are in the west side of the county.
Exactly. Potlucks are once a month.
Right.
They are on staggering days throughout the month, so you could participate in all 4 at the locations.
And we do have some seniors that actually do that. They will go to all of our facilities to take advantage of this program.
Yes. So registration is currently open now for your May potluck dates. People can get that information through our website at wcparksandrec.com. And then your summer programs in June, July, and August will be coming out fairly soon as well for people to get signed up for those. Bowling is another wonderful program the department's been doing for several years now, but a great partnership with the Franklin Family Entertainment Center, being able to offer a senior program
and
there.
they offer senior bowling days once or twice a week, and so they would, anybody interested would need to call the bowling alley directly for those specific dates and times. But they basically have days set aside where they don't have leagues or anything else going on, so this is a great partnership with them. They benefit from the business, and our seniors benefit from the activity, being involved with a group of people, honing in on a skill that maybe they took advantage of as maybe an adult or maybe even younger, and they're picking back up a hobby. So you'll see anywhere from 20 to 40 seniors any given bowling date there. So it's a fun group.
And then lastly, your great day trips. Over the summer months, you don't plan necessarily as many, but you have 2 wonderful trips this summer that your staff's working on right now.
Right. So in August, we're looking ahead to one local trip. We try to do those maybe once a quarter, if not a little bit more, where we utilize what we have at our fingertips. There are so many different places central to Franklin or central to Spring Hill that maybe people don't realize that are in their backyard. So August, we're going to go toward the Lotes House in Franklin, and then I'll go eat at the Bungin' Up Pig. And then for our more excursion trip, if you will, we're going to travel to Waverly, Tennessee to go tour Loretta Lynn's ranch. So a couple of fun things on this calendar for ahead.
Yes. Information about these day trips will also be available through our website at wcparksandrec.com. You can click on the Senior and Therapeutics tab from the top of the home page and file through all kinds of information about a variety of senior activities and programs. There's information there about all the fitness classes that we've discussed today. And I might be speaking out of turn, but as new programs get added or changed, or new times or dates are added, that information will always be updated on our website as well. You can get the information about our potluck and bingo socials through the spring and summer there, with our dates, our registration information, how you can get signed up for those events, as well as the great day trips that we will have planned towards the end of the summer as well. This information can also be emailed directly to you in our senior quarterly newsletter called The Happenings. There's contact information on our website as well about how you can get included in that email group to keep up to date with all the programs that Traci and her staff are coordinating.
Or if there's anything that is new that happens maybe in between quarters, we will email blast that out as well too.
Perfect. Traci, I want to thank you for taking the time to come in and talk to us today. It's been wonderful to talk about your division and all of the fun things that you have planned, and I'm sure we'll see you again when there's other new things to talk about.
Yes, for sure. Thank you.
I want to thank you guys for joining us for today's show as well. We'll see you next time. And until then, remember, Williamson County, it's all about you.